like, maybe it's just not intuitive enough for me, but I think we live again.
Okay.
I think.
Get in there again.
Hopefully that don't happen no more, but it's our fault. We ain't charged the computer. Okay, I know these are the dead man fingers, which you're not supposed to eat. You don't eat those, right, babe?
No. Take those out.
I don't know.
So we have to start it over again. I want them
Oh yeah, hey guys, we are back continuing our last live that we just did, but unfortunately our computer died on us and then we couldn't get back in.
It was a pure shenanigans.
So we are back. Hey Truth, what's up, girl? We back and dang, that threw me off. I don't even remember what we were talking about. But
No, it just jumped out. No, it's about that much. Why is it?
Is it buffering?
Probably a little bit.
Skipped frames detected. And now I'm like, why? But yeah, y'all. So we're back and the topic is just intercultural relationships. You know, how is your relationship going? You know, are you still happy? Are you still being treated well? What's going on? Has quarantine affected your love life?
Have you gave up on it? If you did give up on it, what's the reason why you gave up on it?
You know, stuff like that. Those are the things. If you didn't
give up on it, how happy are you now?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I told you.
Hey, Truth. Yes, we are on Instagram. And our Instagram is OJ Merge. We are not the social media type. I'm not even going to lie. And that's why this community probably hasn't grown as quickly as it should.
I really get on there and go to that damn Instagram. So
we are just like, and we need to get better at that, you know?
Most definitely.
I think we need to rebrand. What do y'all think? Because I know that it's a lot of people that would want to join our community. The thing is just reaching them, I guess. Maybe we need a new intro. Do we need a new intro? Do we need, what do y'all want to, I don't know. Because, see, we can't really change who our core audience is and what they want to hear. Mm-hmm. So we can't just start talking about craziness, you know?
Yeah,
anyway.
Let's try to keep it authentic as possible.
Yes. But anyway, if you're rejoining us from the last live, thank you for coming back. If you're new here, we're OJ Merge. This is my husband.
Over there, all our vibes, you know?
He's from Jamaica.
Straight from here.
And we just like to talk about things that maybe concern people in this community, people who are dating intercultural. You don't have to be dating a Caribbean or a Jamaican to be inclusive, you know?
Yeah, man. It can be anybody, man. It can be anybody from another
country. It can be anybody. We don't just accept anybody. Are you saying you could be any mashup?
Yes,
no, we don't accept anybody over here. You can't.
Yeah.
I'm just playing. I'm just kidding, babe. They know that we are cool folks. But yeah, Truth, you can follow us on IG. We'll follow you back. How was your crab?
Family values.
I'll let you touch on that.
You know what? You know what, Truth? As far as family values goes, you know, I'm a family man. I believe in certain things when it comes down to family. I think some of the beliefs that I have, though, my wife have them, although she's an American woman, you know. So I think once you're a family-oriented person or your family, you know, once you're family-oriented, then I think that the values will align. You know, It's nothing much different. You know, it's not much of a big difference. The way how we do things might be a little different.
I'm going to tell you what's different when you finish.
What you think is different, Mama? What do we do different?
I don't know if this answers your question, Truth, but to me, one thing that stands out is in Jamaica, the teachers can beat your kids.
Hell, they whoop your butt.
You ain't touching mine. Period.
Well, that's not family values, babe.
That is. Your child is your family. That might be a stretch, but I can't believe that that's still acceptable.
Well, let me tell you something. In the Jamaican culture, I think many third world countries too, teachers will whoop their kids' ass, and that is okay.
In America, you could barely beat your own child's ass.
But that happens. That happens from probably about 1 grade to 6th grade. When you get to high school, ain't no more whooping going on. Cause in Jamaica, that's crazy for you to be whooping some high school kids. It ain't gonna happen.
Nah, they fighting back.
Not even fighting back. It's gonna be real serious. So it ain't gonna happen in high school. But as far as from 1 to 6th grade in primary school or something, yeah, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Kids gonna get his butt whooped.
But as far as I'm trying to think, family value differences. No. I mean, we pretty much agree.
We got the same values, man.
Yeah.
I think that our values lined up perfectly because we are both family oriented. It's not like one wanted family, one don't. So the way we do things would be a little bit different. I think it's basically lined up. It's basically the same.
You think we
I
should
think
have
we
made
got
them
the same
other crabs?
values.
We should have made them other crabs.
Nah, we good. So we could do it again.
Don't be trying to eat all the potatoes either, man. Listen, this is call mine.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm just chilling.
But
yeah.
Yeah,
You should believe it take a village.
I do believe it takes, a village to raise a child. I think a person can discipline your kid without putting their hands on your kid, though. Every kid don't need to be hit to be communicated to. Some kids just need to be sat down and, talked to. I feel like I was that type of kid. I don't feel like my mother had to put her hands on me. She just wanted to hit me. I was a nice, agreeable,
Nah.
I mean, I had my moments, but I wasn't a bad child.
Well, in Jamaica,
I was a curious child.
you're going to get your ass whooped. Regardless, you're going to get your ass whooped from parents. It's going to be whooped. I don't think there's a lot of Jamaican children that escape a butt whooping from the parent. You're going to get your ass whooped.
It's happening.
Everybody whooping your ass. Your uncle whooping your ass. Your auntie whooping your ass. Everybody whooping your ass.
Lord Jesus.
Everybody whooping you. I'm just saying. In Jamaica, everybody, the ass whooping is coming.
Right.
And it doesn't matter who give it to you. Sometimes your mama friends that are older people would whoop your ass just because.
I only remember 2 people putting their hands on me growing up. That was my mother, and I don't even think my grandmother hit me. You know what she liked to do to us, though? She liked to pinch us. Is that weird? Anybody else was getting pinched?
It is normal. Jamaicans.
Tell her who you talking to, baby.
Well, yeah.
Phyllis?
Miss Phyllis. She said her friend sent the last dollar back to Jamaica as his family is that normal.
This is freaking me out.
It is normal, and that's just the way. Break it off.
Well, open it up, please. Sorry, y'all. When it comes
People
to
do.
crab,
It's like when it comes down to Jamaicans and family back home, I think it's a guilty thing. Once a Jamaican is here, sometimes he tell himself that he's already out of out of that situation, so he always tries his best to help his family. Or he always try to make sure the people that is back home is kind of taken care of to his best ability, because he's already in a better situation than them. So that's just all that it is. Sometimes it's just, I don't know, it's conscience.
What makes you ask that, Phyllis?
She said that her friend,
Does that something that concerns you, I should say? Or what are your real thoughts about it? Are your thoughts that he don't really have it to be sending? Do you think he's been... what are your thoughts?
He said his last night, but I'm telling you, it is what it is. I got family in Jamaica that, I still gotta, it is, man. It's just one of them things that you do it just because, one, that they need it. 2, it's because you already, you're ahead. And sometimes might be your last, but you know that your last here or your last in Jamaica is 2 different lasts.
What is that boy doing?
The most.
Get some fingernail clippers.
So
No, baby. No, papa. Where your toy? This boy wants to play with everything but his toy.
yeah, sometimes you go without to send. You're right. Sometimes you go without
Touching everything.
to send to make sure that they're okay, but he not. And as I said again, having no money in Jamaica and having no money in America, it's two different situations. Having no money in America, there's things that you can do to still get by. Having no money in Jamaica, super tough.
Can you elaborate on that?
Just certain, you know, you just,
For example, you say do we have more resources in America
Yeah.
to help when we are
Hell
having
yeah.
a situation, or
it goes right down to even making a phone call. In Jamaica, as you know, the phones are prepaid. Majority of people, not majority, I would say probably about all the people that has phones that are hooked up on a plan in Jamaica are probably celebrities or politicians, or somebody that has money. But apart from that, all the phones are prepaid. So you need money to buy a phone card just to make a phone call if there's something important that needs to get done. That's the depth of how bad it is sometimes. Here you can pick your phone up, you make a phone call, it is what it is. But, you know, just one of them things. You need money for everything in Jamaica, man.
everybody in this live, is your partner Caribbean or Jamaican? Probably.
Mm-hmm.
And also, what does your family think about you dating?
Diamond said, is a long distance relationship with a Jamaican man worth it? I got 1 foot in and 1 foot out.
Diamond, not 1 foot in and 1 foot out, girl. But I understand when you're first meeting somebody, you have to tread lightly. You can't just dive in head first. It happens that way for some people, and it works for some people.
Mm-hmm.
But personally, that's not my style of dating. I like to investigate. I like to ask the tough questions. I like to ask the type of questions that if you're not for me, you're gonna say, you know what, you asking me too much. Bye. Just ghost me. Show me that you're not the one. But the man that's for you, it's nothing you won't be able to ask him, you know, where he shouldn't have an answer for you that you're comfortable with. Thank you, babe, because you know me. I'm about to slice myself up over
You're
here.
struggling.
Bad. And I don't even think I want these crabs no more.
A long distance relationship is good.
I'm saying, like, I think next time we can
Let me
get
help.
something that got some more meat in them.
They do have it. You just can't get to it.
Thank you.
This is what you say you wanted.
Yeah,
So-
this is what I wanted, bad.
But yes, a long distance relationship does definitely work sometimes. If the two parties involved
Have you ever been in a long
are
distance
dedicated.
relationship?
No.
No.
No long distance relationship.
I have not either been in a long distance relationship. So on that, we can't speak from personal experience, but definitely works. You know, just because he's long distance, it doesn't mean that you
Takes a
can't.
lot of communication. Papa?
Yo, it's daddy duty this weekend, so I don't know why I've been running around like I'm crazy. You think you slick, don't you? Daddy duty weekends.
1 minute.
Just because he is out of the country, it doesn't mean that he can't still, you know, show up for you. Is he accessible? Is he available when you call? Does he have time to like spend on the phone with you, FaceTime, or however y'all communicate? You need proof that there's actually room for you in his life, which I'm not saying you don't. This is just me giving an example. But it definitely could work, you know, as long as he is meeting your standards, it can work. Now, when it gets to a point where the relationships gets more serious, that's usually when a person is like, okay, are you moving or am I moving? Realistically, it would be him that probably moves because, as O said, the opportunities.
Yeah.
But that's an assumption.
Yeah. The long distance relationship, it takes a little bit of effort. As I said again, it takes a lot of, well, these days you got social media, you got, you know, other tools that you can use to communicate. It's not as bad as back in the days. Back in the days, things was kind of tough. It was none of that, so it was tough to deal with. Now you can see a person, you can FaceTime, you can do certain stuff, you know. Can keep that connection. So
You said you've known him a while, but you didn't know if he's changed.
who?
What do you mean, Diamond? Changed from what specifically? Truth says, I'm pretty popular on social media as an actress, model, poet, and writer. Oh, Truth, you sound like my type of girl. No, you sound like the type of girl that I want to be when I grow up. I went to school for journalism. I minored in theater. Barely pursued it, but I did pursue acting a little bit. Like I did some background work or whatever. You know, I just don't think I was committed enough, but I love artsy people. And I do have sexy photos on the gram, but overall I am branding for inspiration and higher esteem for others. Okay. I don't see nothing wrong with that. The sexy photos. I think
That
there's
shouldn't be misinterpreted as somebody being a certain type of way.
well,
It should
first of
just
all,
be
Truth, I'm gonna have to
its
go.
expression.
I'm gonna have to go check out these photos that you talking about, girl. But just without seeing them, there's nothing wrong with being sexy. There's nothing wrong with celebrating your sexuality as a woman. I think women, you know, the oppression and the suppression tells you that you can't be sexy and smart and inspirational and classy. You can do all that at once. So, just from not seeing your pictures, I would say you should be fine. And I don't think you would have a problem inspiring others just because of your sexy photos. Now, you're going to find some men who feel inspired to slide in your DMs. But other than that, you know, I think you good, girl. Hey, Aaliyah, how you doing? Thank you for coming back, honey.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just what it is, man. Women should be able to embrace themselves without feeling no type of way about it.
Yeah.
Express themselves, you know? Nothing is wrong with that.
Yeah, y'all, I'm sorry. I keep having shell in my meat. I'm not complaining because, you know, beggars can't be choosers.
Yes.
Because you're helping me out, but...
Yeah. So, yeah, females should be able to express themselves, you know, however they choose to express themselves. When it comes down to, you know, their sexuality or whatever it is. Without being deemed, you know, slutty, ratchet, all type of stuff.
Well, she says she a little extra with it.
Yeah.
She says, how will her Jamaican friend feel? I could tell you this. My experience with O, and like I always tell y'all, everybody's situation is different. So just talk to your man. Like, we do a lot of content on Jamaican men this, Jamaican men that. But we never want to get it twisted. Our statements are not blanket statements. They don't fit everybody's circumstance. However, you know, it's these stereotypes that Jamaican men are so controlling, this, that, possessive. But when O met me, I feel like I was dressing away. So once we got married, I didn't feel like I had to change. And he never made me feel like I was doing something wrong. You know?
No, because where we from, in Jamaica, females go hard, man.
Especially at the parties.
They go hard.
You might be half naked out that thing.
And nobody ain't telling them shit. And
then
nobody
you
ain't
gotta
making them feel
remember
bad.
Carnival too, right?
Carnival is the next one.
Carnival, that's a Caribbean thing. Very big.
Super naked.
Super naked, girl.
Super, you know, comfortable, as kind of what the ladies would say.
So I don't think that the nakedness will be an issue as long as it's as long as he don't feel threatened, you know, and he shouldn't. Mm-hmm. If y'all are communicating, he know how you feel about him. Y'all are talking about how y'all are gonna move forward. You know, I mean, what are your thoughts? Do you think he could be threatened though by it, or do you think he could feel away? And if so, why?
Well, I would say it's an individual thing. Depends on the type of man that he is. Mm-hmm. You know. And if he goes on there and he finds her attractive and whatever it is, he has to know that, look, this is the way she was. You saw this, you loved it. That's what, you know, you were attracted to. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. You know, don't go in and try to super change her into, you know, somebody that you think she...
If she wasn't a nun when you met her, don't be trying to make her into no nun. And this go like when
Because sometimes, hold on, baby. Sometimes man have a tendency to see certain things, draws them in, and then when they get in there, they want to be different.
They want to erase it.
Because they're thinking to themselves, well, somebody else is going to see it this way
and
and
they're gonna
think.
want it. Mhm.
Yeah, so it's kind of wild. So,
Well,
you know, and as I said again, it's an individual thing. You might be a man that don't really mind it, especially if you know that it's just you're just posting for fun. All right, that's just what it is.
Aaliyah, it's a woman's responsibility to take care of herself always, respectfully. I think that you should definitely, and it's this weird thing in society where if you wear something, you asking for something. No, a woman should be respected just because she should be respected, Mm-hmm. However, sometimes when we choose to wear certain things, we do get some attention that maybe we wasn't wanting.
Yeah.
It's just what comes to the territory, That's women, y'all. We beautiful, we soft, and we sexy. So you can't be too mad at the fellas when you. But it's just one of those things. Where can you cross paths with a faithful Jamaican?
Trying to see you making me laugh, boy. Where can you cross paths with a faithful Jamaican?
Have you dated a Jamaican before, Turner? I was gonna say church.
I would say it could be anywhere.
But then
That's
I had to think about
it. It all depends on the Jamaican that you run into. Or the Jamaican that, you meet. It could be anywhere.
Yeah, it can be.
It could be anywhere.
Absolutely.
It could be at the grocery store. It could be anywhere. It could be at a bar. It could be anywhere, man. You just never know.
I bit all my nails off yesterday, babe. And I don't know. I haven't bit my nails in like 2 years. And then I just bit them all off last night.
Let me tell you something though about Jamaican man though. You gotta be stern up with a Jamaican man. He has to know that too. Jamaican man like to know that you ain't putting up with no bullshit. You ain't putting up with no bull crap. And I think that's any man thing anyway.
Yeah.
But,
you treat people how to treat you.
Good.
So, if you letting something fly, for example, when people are like, oh, possessive this, possessive that. Okay, if you letting that fly, that's going to be your experience. And not to be confused with to say that you're responsible for the way somebody else acts. But you definitely treat a man how to treat you. So from the gate, he need to know you are not with that possessive stuff. You met me sexy. And you gonna have a sexy girlfriend.
Yeah, or
Period.
you're not no stupid stuff. When it comes down to him and having other women are doing certain things.
Oh wow, she dated one for 2.5 years, Turner, and
How was it, Turner?
I don't think it was good, babe. Or she wouldn't be asking where she can find some faithful ones at.
What kind of relationship was it? Was it a serious relationship? Was it? Well, it's 5 years, but it doesn't mean that was serious.
Yes, Aaliyah, they can
Was it an
acknowledge
on and off thing? Was it serious?
Acknowledgement is okay. Just don't touch me. Oh, I'm gonna have to pull out my piece that I ain't got yet. I got a taser though, and some pepper spray. So come try me.
It's crazy.
No, please don't come try me. I don't know why.
He said heaven and hell. I think our relationships are like that in somewhat way. I don't think it's gonna all be heaven. Y'all gonna bump heads, y'all gonna disagree.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna feel like, oh, this is it. And she said on and off.
Okay.
Well, any relationship that you approach, you should always make it be known what you want in the beginning of it. So if you want something serious, make it be known that, hey, I need this something serious and whatever it is. If it's just a regular dating type of relationship, then it is what it is. If you see the relationship progressing to marriage or whatever it is, then it is what it is. Sometimes you can go out the gate with that. Sometimes you can shoot out the gate by saying, hey, look, I'm not looking for just sex or whatever it is. I'm looking for a, serious relationship that is going to lead down to marriage or whatever the case is. And if they're not up for it, you let them know, hey, keep it pushing.
What have y'all found to be some of the biggest challenges so far dating interculturally? Is it the trust? Is it the negative stereotypes that surround Jamaican men that kind of have you like, I don't know if I should be doing this or not. Or what is it? Aaliyah, it is good. I wish it had a little bit more meat in it, or probably I just don't know what I'm doing over here, but it's good. I had a taste for it, so now I've satisfied that craving.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know how that is. Oh, that's right. Yep, 3 weeks. So it's probably, y'all are in this nice. Oh, remember 3 weeks when we were dating? Goodness gracious. It's like this little love butterfly bubble that surrounds y'all. Everything is perfect. Everything is.
I thought it was still like that, Mama.
It is like that, baby. But we be having our days where I gotta put you in a headlock sometimes, and then,
That's what it is.
Okay. Diamond said you just gotta know how to handle them. All right, Diamond. It's hard for me to understand him at times. Yeah. I get that a lot, especially in the comment section. A lot of y'all are saying, like, I don't know what my man is saying. Girl, don't feel bad. You're not by yourself. But the good thing about it is, the more time y'all talk, and y'all should be talking a lot, it'll come. You'll feel like you know exactly what he's saying. Now, as far as speaking it, that's different. But comprehending it, it'll come to you. And then O says that he actually tries to clean it up, like make it sound proper. Yeah. So that could be why you're easy to understand.
Sometimes I gotta do that. Sometimes I gotta try to clean it up.
Yeah. So your hubby should be a relationship coach. Here's the thing. He lied and did whatever to get the kitty. I made him wait for months and worked two doors away, so we spent a lot of time, but he's an actor. You say he's an actor like for real, or you saying he's just a fraud?
Fraud.
And also, yeah, when a man only wants one thing, and we did a video on this, what was it? What Jamaican men wish women knew, I want to say.
You finished that?
I think so. I don't know what else to do with this. Why?
You take something, we're gonna pour some wine, or we can sip on it.
Okay. You said wine. Sorry, y'all. Lately, I've been. What was I saying, babe? I'm the worst lately. I could be mid-sentence. If I get dementia, right, I'm gonna need you to stay down and be loyal.
I got you, man.
Don't be treating me crazy.
No, I got you.
But I be mid-thought. I be losing my thought. Oh, there we go. Yes. If a man only wants the kitty, you can make him wait, girl, forever. Because once he get it, he gone. That's what he want. So that's tough because I don't encourage women to like put out immediately if that's not what you're comfortable with. Some women are, and that's fine too. But if that's your thing, that's your thing. But I do encourage women to wait a little bit before giving it up. Because most men, and this man sound like he really on some other stuff. Most men, if it's taking too long for them to get it and that's what they want, they gone anyway, But this guy actually waited it out. So that's a dangerous man right there.
Ooh.
After hitting it, he just goes. And this is months.
That's what he did?
Yes.
It's not nice.
But Turner, don't let this discourage you. I mean, it don't matter if it's a Jamaican man, a Black American woman, a Chinese, every group of people is going to have narcissists.
I don't think he's gone. He'll be back.
You think he'll be back for round 2?
Yeah, he'll be back. Give him some time. He'll be back.
And then obviously it is something that you enjoyed about the relationship because you looking for another Jamaican man. So I actually admire that you haven't allowed yourself to be jaded. You were clearly able to see the positives and the negatives. Oh, I stand corrected. He didn't go ghost, babe.
Okay.
He just lied and did whatever to get the kitty, basically.
He just told lies?
Yeah.
To get his way?
Some men will lie, you know, to get what they want. Now, but I guess I'm not clear then. If he didn't ghost, right? Is he still around? And what is he lying about? His true colors came out, found out about the other woman. Oh, damn.
He said she found out about another woman?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is going to happen? Does she want to stick around with him or?
What you doing?
Huh?
What you doing?
What you mean?
You.
What am I doing?
Yes.
Hey, I'm getting stuff together. I'll be right there.
I miss you.
Miss you too.
Okay.
So what I want to know that since you found out about the other man, the other woman, you know, what has he done to kind of, you know, did she stop talking to
She
him?
don't want him. She just want to know where she can find somebody that's
She's done with that situation.
It sounds like she is done with that situation. So I just, you know, when it comes to where you can find loyal Jamaican men, loyal is always up for debate because when you're meeting a man for the first time, you have no idea if he's a cheater. You have no idea, you know, if he has self-control over himself. I would say if you just meet another Jamaican man, you know, self-reflect on what you could have did differently in this situation, because what I like to tell people and what I like to practice myself, no matter how bad somebody wronged you, still be accountable. Your role in it was that, you know, you were there. Yes, you may have been manipulated, but maybe because you have asked more questions, because you had investigated a little bit more. Help me out, babe.
I will say this.
Thank you. And where can she meet loyal Jamaican men? Did you wash your hands?
Yes. A loyal Jamaican man, you might find him anywhere. But if you're seeking loyalty, make it be known. If you're speaking loyalty, you know, if you really want loyalty, go in stern, go in serious, you know, go in with.
She made him wait for months, so.
Well, if she made him wait for months and that happened, then he wasn't good for you, you know.
Did she have better luck next time, you think?
You just never know sometimes what you're gonna get. True. People are people, and people will do dumb shit. People do dumb stuff. People do dumb stuff, and can people change from that? They can. Can people be better people? Yes, they can. But I think when you find the right one, you will know, and you know, when you find the right one, then he will be loyal to you. When you find the right one, it will feel different. Things and the red flags that you're looking for, you'll be looking for a while and not seeing them and wondering like when are they gonna come out?
Where they at?
Where they are gonna come out. And then you will know that that's a better situation. Sometimes gauge the situation, be hands-on, be super in there, be super, you know, communicative when it comes down to certain things. You know, be around that person. I'm not saying to stalk them. I'm not saying that you gotta be there 24 hours. But at the same time, spend as much time as you can with that person so you detect some of the things that you don't want in them early, or you can see certain flaws from early. Because see, the dating game is a crazy thing.
Dating is crazy.
People distance themselves sometimes from a person to do certain things that, you know, are to bring their flaws out so you're not seeing them, you know, while they're happening. But if you're around that person, it makes it difficult sometimes for that person to slip up, to do certain things that is crazy. Or you might detect certain craziness from early, you know. So you want to make sure that you know, you spend as much time with that person as you can. You want to detect some of the negatives from early, so you can see if you will work with that or you won't.
I agree, and that's kind of like, you know, we all got to be accountable for the things that I mean, unless you're like a child. We have to be accountable sometimes to things that happen to us, because everything is not happening to us. There's a saying that you're the captain of your ship, master of your destiny, you know. So what could we do different next time to just try to minimize that happening again? Of course, certain things are out of your control, but you know, how can you proceed differently next time with the questions that you're asking? And my husband say don't stalk him. I say stalk him. Stalk him as much as you can that's legally, because I need to know what you got going on in your life. You want my time, you want my body, I mean, maybe he's saying he want a future with you. Okay, well, I need to know that this makes sense. Because if it don't make sense, we ain't doing it.
Don't make sense. It don't make dollars.
Nah, but Diamond, I wanted to go back. Diamond said she's Jamaican. Okay. So this is very rare, or maybe it's not as rare as I think. But I think it's rare when we get a Jamaican woman dating a Jamaican man, who's a part of the Merge fam. So what's that?
Well, majority of the time, what happens?
But she said that makes it easier for her to like, I guess handle him when he getting out of line.
Okay, I can see it.
Jamaican Caribbean women have very strong
I can see that.
personalities, so I definitely could see that. So.
See, for me, I think majority of the time, to be honest, it's not about where you're from. It's about the type of person that you are. It comes down to individuality for me 100% at the time.
Yes, girl, stalk him. The next one, make sure that he right.
A lot of times it comes down to the type of person that you are. You could come from any culture. You could be a liar, a cheater, and not loyal. You can come from any culture and be loyal, not a cheater, and whatever the situation is. So for me, it's individuality, man. Got good people, bad people everywhere. Got good Jamaicans. You got, the questionable ones. Then, it's the same thing here, in America. You got good American men. You got questionable American men. And the females too are letting y'all off the hook. Some of y'all are cheaters too. Some of y'all are liars. Some of y'all is not loyal. And that's one of them things. So
it happens.
If you want something, give it. If you want a man to be loyal to you, be transparent with him. Let him know what it is. And sometimes females don't like to bare their heart and their sleeves or say certain things. Open up.
Yes.
The keys, open up. Open
Absolutely.
up. Talk to that person. Tell them who you are. What, as I said again, what you want from life. How you want them to be if there's such a thing. Tell them tell them,
Let me drop
what
a
you're
gem,
looking
babe,
for.
because you just made me think of something. Women, especially, I just say women in general.
Diamonds, a woman don't cheat. You're right.
Thank you. Hashtag.
Yeah.
Jamaican men don't cheat. Didn't you start that one?
Mm-hmm.
But vulnerability is huge, and I think as women, right, we felt so vulnerable for so long that we just want to
We get Kingston.
He okay?
Yeah, he good.
Kingston always end up in our videos. They gonna think this a baby channel. We gonna have to get you your own channel, my friend. But yes, we always feel like we gotta be strong, right? Even when we get in these relationships with men, we don't want to be transparent. We don't want to tell him about our fears. We don't want to tell him about what hurt us in the past, and we don't want to talk about our flaws and what makes us maybe not so easy to be with sometimes. Lay it all out, because what I've learned about men is that a man will actually trust you more when you're vulnerable. If you let him see your soul, so to speak, I'm not saying this is foolproof, ladies, but a lot of times a man will say, this is a woman that I don't want to hurt. This is a woman that I don't want to damage, She's already such a fragile creature, So definitely take advantage of the fact that you're a woman. You come with this essence. You come with this femininity. Don't run away from that and walk towards it. And then that could change the game for you. It could change the game for you. Yes, absolutely, Aaliyah. Just be yourself and definitely know what you're looking for. So before a man should pick you, but low key, you should be picking him too. Like, you should already know what you're willing to stand for, what you're not willing to stand for, what you absolutely won't tolerate. And that way, when certain men cross your paths, if he ain't coming correct, you can disqualify him already before you even take it too far sometimes, right?
Definitely. And females, some of y'all got insecurities that y'all deal with when it comes down to, dating. And, you don't know how to bring those insecurities to a man. Take it from me. Bring them as early as possible to the table. Let that man know what it is. Let that man know your insecurities. Show them off to him proudly, just because of what it is. They are insecurities, so they make you feel some type of way. But get over that threshold. Get over that bridge. Get over that, oh, I don't know how he's going to think when he knows this, or when he finds out this, or when I say this to him, I don't know
I will
if
say
he's
this though.
gonna go, let him go. If he's gonna stay, let him stay. Put
Of
everything
course.
on the table. That mean, as I said again, be as transparent as you can. Bring those insecurities to the table. Let them know what it is. You know.
Yeah. I do think some women are scared to do that though, because, and I'm sure some of you probably experienced this. You are transparent and you do tell a person, you know, the things that you're dealing with, and they might turn that against you, you know what I mean? So, but unfortunately in life we can't live in fear. We can't walk around trying to protect ourselves from everything. It's not going to happen. You're going to get scathed. You're going to get hurt. You're going to get disappointed. The goal is to try to minimize that by learning from your mistakes. Don't just go through a whole bunch of mistakes absent-minded. Take it in, reflect, and you know, use it to your advantage.
Well, I don't see life as mistakes. And the next thing is that you say a lot of men will take that insecurity and use it.
I'm
against
sure it's
you.
happened to
If
some
that man,
ladies.
if a man has done that to you, then that's not the man
The
for
man
you.
for you, right? But
You understand where I'm coming from?
sometimes you got to find out too late. You know?
It's never too late. Why it's never too late? It's never too late to walk away. Let me say that, because you know it's better to cut your losses, and it is what it is. It's like going to the casino and you know you lose.
Know your worth.
You lose some money and then you know you stay there to lose everything. Cut your losses, get out of there.
Know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
Yeah, certain females, well, people on a whole, and it's man and woman. You know, a lot of us got insecurities that we have to work through, that we got to deal with, that you know is kind of crazy, but at the same time, bring them to the table, man. You got females that has crazy scars due to whatever it is. She wait a long time before she tell a man, oh, you know what, I got this, I did this, or I did that, or I did a little implant here, or I do certain thing, did something to my body, or whatever it is, or you know whatever it is. I would say, put all that shit on the table.
Yeah,
If that man is your man, you will embrace all of them insecurities.
Your man, the
He
man
would
that's
back
for
up.
you ain't going nowhere. Ain't
Don't
nothing
give a
you can
shit
tell
what
that
happened. There's
man
nothing you can tell him
that's gonna make him say,
"Oh,
"Oh, I don't like her."
nah." He's gonna be there, and he's gonna embrace you and those insecurities, and you will know that this is a different situation.
Yeah, and the other side of transparency is, you know, explaining why you want the things that you want. If you want a relationship, if you want a man to be monogamous with you, but I don't know, you're scared to be upfront about that, or you don't want to scare him off, or I don't know, all that other BS. First of all, understand that that is an illusion. The man that's for you, you can't scare him away.
You ain't gonna know.
You know, and if you really want a relationship, you should be able to come to your friend or your man, especially if it's not clear that y'all are monogamous. You know, you need to say, you know, the reason why monogamy is important to me is this. The reason why I need, and ladies, let me tell you the difference between the word want and need. I believe when you use the word need, I think your man receives that better. You know, for example, if you say, I want a relationship, I want a boyfriend, versus, well, the reason why I need a relationship is because maybe I grew up not seeing an example of a healthy relationship, and I would love to build that with somebody, you know? And that's what I mean when I'm talking about, that's the other side of transparency that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Some people also grew up with trauma. Some people deal with trauma, you know, in the beginning stage of life sometimes, and certain things are triggers for them. Certain things people deal with sometimes, you know, you partner not knowing. So there is certain things that, you know, a person, not only female, guys too, they deal with in the early stage of life sometimes, that it takes a specific woman, you know, for him to be in a relationship with. Or a certain woman.
Yeah, because just like a woman knows what she wants, a man know what he don't want.
Yeah, sometimes people go through trauma. You know, it might be abuse, it might be whatever it is. It takes a specific man to deal with that type of woman like that.
Mm-hmm.
You get where I'm coming from?
And you have men that actually love women like that. You have men that love saving somebody. And, it's somebody for everybody.
Well, I think you got caring people.
Caring people, nurturers. That's what I'm saying. Men can be nurturers too.
A woman that been through certain things and know how to do so without her feeling some type of way.
Yeah.
Or, causing no problems.
Agreed. Y'all been real quiet though. Y'all still there? Dang, I wanted to ask y'all something, but I just lost it. I lost it, babe. That's crazy.
See, the thing is,
y'all help me. Send me an app for like a memory game or something. Send me something, y'all. I need help.
Is a beautiful thing. Y'all ever move back to Jamaica?
I've never lived in Jamaica, Diamond, but
for me, most definitely.
I would definitely move to Jamaica.
Most definitely.
Beautiful
I
there.
love Jamaica, man. I love it, and it's just one of them things, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. My country, I love that shit.
Yeah. Yes, yes. Y'all know we could sit here all day and talk to y'all, right? So,
yeah, I love Jamaica.
But yeah, so those are some major keys. Is it hot?
No, baby. I think the AC is pumping good.
The
enough.
AC is pumping, but goodness gracious.
You like you're going through menopause, man. What happened?
Dang, man, I hope not. It's too soon. It's too soon.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
What else did we hit? What else did we not hit? Intercultural relationships. What is it that attracted you to your Caribbean or Jamaican man? At this point, I'm assuming everybody in Merge Fam is like in a Caribbean relationship. Correct me if I'm wrong. But at this point, I think we know each other well enough to kind of know,
Yeah.
That's what it is. I mean, so with that being said, what is it that you love most about your Caribbean spouse, partner, boyfriend?
And what do you think he likes about you most of all as probably an American woman or a woman from a different culture? What do you think the Caribbean man like about a woman from a different culture?
Huh? Oh wow! Why don't you enlighten us?
I'll enlighten y'all about
what do you like about your American lady? I'm gonna tell you what I like about my husband. I love that he's very family oriented. Not saying that other people are not, but I really love that he's a great father, super hands on. And actually, believe it or not, I do think you're kind of nurturing too. I don't know if you would want me to describe you that way, but like when I come to you with something, first of all, I notice that you listen. Except if we having a debate, that's different because every man for himself when we having a debate. But generally, you listen and then you offer, some really good feedback. And usually, you'll tell me, "Babe, don't trip about that BS." And to me, that's nurturing. Like it's like, oh, okay, I need to be more, I need to be more.
After 2 days, I love it so much.
Yeah, because you were opening the door for me. I was like, I could get used to this.
I'm a gentleman. 3
years later, I'm still getting the door open for me, ladies. Every time. Only time that has wavered, once we had Kingston, it's like, well, now we got to deal with the car seat and stuff. So I be mean mugging Kingston like, for real, dog? You just taking away my chivalry like that? No,
that's my baby. You know it is.
But yeah, I definitely agree. Agree, truth. That's how I felt. I felt like it was just a breath of fresh air. And, it's okay to be on cloud 9 and still keep your senses with you. I would never encourage anybody to just dive in head first off the cliff. But that's me because I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. But, in the beginning, everything is just so so sweet and so nice. And I keep saying in the beginning, but I mean, really, that's been the theme in our relationship. I'm not going to front like we don't get into it because we definitely get into it. But then what I love is that we can get into it and then we come back. And usually we're better for it. We're better for getting into it. And that's why I encourage ladies, don't be afraid of conflict. Don't be afraid because what it does, people think conflict. Well, first of all, it's 2 parts to this. What, baby?
That guy.
It's two parts to this. Number one, you do need to have more positive experiences than negative in your relationship. Why? Because just generally speaking, if a person recollects their time with you and all they could think about is toxicity or negativity, yeah, eventually that person's probably going to be like, you know what? But so definitely aim to make more positive experiences than negative. It's best for the health of your relationship. However, don't run away from conflict, because what conflict does is it teaches you about each other in a way where future conflicts don't have to be as, emotional.
Well,
Excuse me.
for me, what conflict does, it teach me the depth
Thank you,
of
Phyllis.
how far a person will go.
Oh, well, that's a compliment for you. Or did we bring Kingston over?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I don't think we did, honey. I think that compliment is for you, handsome.
All right, let me tell you this.
Thanks, Phyllis.
When it comes down to conflict, for me, conflict will teach you how far the other person will go in terms of, will they get disrespectful? How quick you are to walk out? And, how can we mend this?
Yeah.
How do we communicate at a hostile level? That, what we need to work on when it comes down to a conflict. So conflict
don't have
teaches
to be
you,
hostile.
conflict teaches you, okay, if you're the person get into it, you gauge how disrespectful that person get, if they do get disrespectful. Conflict will show you that, I ain't gotta feel like this person is about to part from me, because when we get into it and we have a conflict, it doesn't mean that we're against each other. It doesn't mean that,
Usually
my
we're
wife
on the
is not
same
for
team.
me or I'm not for her.
We just have a different approach.
It just means that
and we misunderstanding.
Exactly. It means that at this point we're not seeing eye to eye, or my wife is not understanding me and I'm not understanding her. Or, so let's make it a little clearer. Let's see if we can agree to disagree somewhere, or let me try to,
Now, y'all, all
break
this
it
is
down.
easier said than done, right? Because in the moment, both people want to be heard. Both people, especially if you feel like you're not getting your point across, it could get a little tense. But the point is to take those moments and grow from them and learn how to argue better, because the best couples are not couples that never argue.
Nah, the best
'Cause
couples
that's
I
scary.
think are the couples that know how to diffuse an
The
argument.
best couples are the ones that know how to argue in a healthy way.
Yes.
Slash
And also learn-
de-escalate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How to diffuse an argument. There's a lot of ways to diffuse arguments before they get there, before y'all get really crazy with it. Because, as I said, an argument is when you will know how disrespectful the person is that you're with. If they are disrespectful, or if you're going to be disrespected. Because when people argue and get mad, they say all type of stuff.
Are the most
So
disrespectful.
pay keen attention to what is
What a
being
person
said.
say to you.
And
Yeah.
pay keen attention to how that person behave. That's where you know if that person got a temper, if that person got an anger problem, if that person got issues. How far will that person go? Is that person an abuser? If that person will do you something? And sometimes push it to an extent where you get them really super pumped up and see how they diffuse it. See how the type of self-control that they have when it comes down to that. Sometimes you need to see all of that to know that, okay, we gonna be all right.
Facts. And then, yeah. And also, the longer you're with your partner, or it ain't even got to be about time, the more you pay attention to your partner, and the more y'all handle conflicts in a way where y'all can continue to move forward, you'll actually learn how to de-escalate your partner. I'm pretty sure O knows how to de-escalate me. Sometimes he chooses to just escalate me. No, I'm just saying. But you do know how to get under my skin. But you learn what makes a person relax. You learn what diffuses a person. So pay attention to those things, y'all. It's, we're not vets or nothing, but this is just our experience thus far. So we share it with you guys and hope that it's helpful. Is he okay? Oh, and then Truth, you said something that I definitely could relate to, girl. You said that on your second date, he had a gift for you that was revealed in our first date. So he paid attention to you and everything, because basically you told him what you wanted. That's what it sounds like. And he showed up, so that's always nice. With O, two months after we met, it was my birthday. This man coming with a gift and a bouquet of roses. And I'm like, for real? This how y'all do it? This how y'all do it? Okay. But you definitely deserve to be treated well. You deserve to feel special. I'm so tired of women thinking that you're supposed to settle for somebody that's not going to be loyal, somebody that's not going to respect you, somebody that's not going to make you feel good. You don't have to settle. You don't have to settle. Now, you obviously need to be aware that nobody is perfect. But if you out here looking for the perfect person, then baby, you might as well just wait till you go to heaven and meet Jesus, because you ain't about to find that. But you can have a relationship that is perfect for you. And that's why it's important for you to know what you want, what you need, and be able to articulate that to your partner. And it's so important, ladies, when you get out of a relationship to reflect. I know when we get out of relationships, you like, and I got to bounce back. That's fine. But bounce back mentally and emotionally first. Take inventory of yourself. How can you improve? Why are you attracting a certain type of man? Is it because you at a level where that's acceptable? Well, how can you raise your frequency or your vibration? How can you raise yourself to a place where that's not tolerable no more? Do you need to raise your self-esteem? Do you need to read, some books about how men think? I don't know. It's different for everybody, but absolutely, and then, y'all, I just did it again. I just lost my thought. That is so scary. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I figured that's what he was going through. My son. You need help?
No, I got it.
All right. Well, we miss you, so hurry up. But make sure my baby's good first. But yeah. So, but y'all see that? My husband, he's so hands-on, and I have to brag on him because he the person that I thought he was when I met him. And sometimes we get bamboozled, right? So it can happen. All Jamaican men are not, stereotypically ain't shit, quote unquote. And y'all, I'm kind of shy. So now that O left, I'm feeling a little bit nervous. So can y'all throw some questions at your girl or something, I'm trying to think. What have we not covered? We cover a lot on our channel regarding Jamaican men and what, dating one. And we also don't want it to be one-sided. We have some some American men dating Jamaican women. It's really a beautiful experience if you're with the right person. I can say that. So, what else is new, ladies? Babe! I'm getting shy. But let me see. I do get a lot of emails from you ladies. I don't know if anybody's in my chat right now that has sent us an email. And usually it takes us a while to go through these emails, but since I'm just winging it or whatever, we'll just go and I'll pull up some concerns. And obviously I'll keep anybody anonymous who has written in. But we can talk a little bit about that maybe, and maybe it'll help somebody else out there. What's my password? Y'all, I am burning up. It's this light that we bought, this little ring light. We trying to be official for y'all, so we got the ring light. But my AC is on full blast, and this light is just like, I feel like I'm sweating. I don't even know the password. Let me get my phone. I'll be back. I know, I get it. All right. How is it being new parents? Don't be shy. We don't bite. Y'all are so funny. Y'all, I don't know. I've just always had like this shy streak about myself. And like, even if you meet me in person, I'm so reserved. I have this weird nervous energy. It's probably anxiety or something. You know, I'd be all right. We just self-medicate over here with the wine. How is it being new parents? Oh, babe, we got a man in the chat.
What is it?
He says, new to the channel. I'm a Jamaican myself. How did you guys meet? Andrew. We actually met, and Aaliyah, I'll definitely answer your question. But we met 3 years ago. 3.5 years ago? 3.5 years ago?
Yeah, I know that.
Met 3.5 years ago. My mom met him first. And apparently him and my mom, you know, they were tight. You know, they were having conversations. And she was like, I got this daughter that's about to move back home. Because, y'all, I moved back home when I was 25. You know, it's hard out there. It's hard out there. And so she's telling him, you know, I got a daughter that's about to move back in with me. You should meet her. Isn't that how it went, kind of?
Yeah.
And so I didn't know anything about this dude. She never said anything to me about him, but she would always frequent his family's restaurant. And so she used to drag me out to be her, you know, her little chill out buddy or whatever. So one night she dragged me out the house. I actually wasn't feeling well and I was not in the mood like to go anywhere, but I went. And I did see him behind, you know, I saw him working and I thought he was cute or whatever. And my mom was like, he cute. She said it before I said it. And so I'm like, yeah, but he's not really like looking, you know, because honestly, I'm going to be honest, y'all. And this is not me. You know, it's hard out here for up here. Sorry, y'all. I'm not random. Diamond said that. And that is like, we got a little inside joke about that. Kingston is so vocal today. He's singing. He want his show back on. And so long story short, y'all, because I'm not good at telling stories, and I also, you know, get distracted.
So at the bar.
Yeah. And then I was like, when I go out, right, it's not like think I'm all that or nothing, but it's like when I go out, I am used to getting attention, especially if it's a guy in my age range, or it could be older too. Usually they will look. He wasn't making no eye contact, y'all. So I'm like, he ain't my type. Like, if you ain't checking for me, I ain't checking for you, boo. Period. And so, shockingly, though, he came around. Well, before he came around the bar to talk to me, I think you asked me probably like, what's my name or something.
I serve you out some drinks first. You know, I think I got you out some drinks and some stuff.
Yeah, good. You gotta help me out because this is
the thing.
And then, you know, he was like, let's go outside. So I was very impressed because I don't know too many people during their, you know, while they're working or whatever, because he used to help out at his family's restaurant. That's just going to stop their job to just go outside and try to, you know, holler at somebody. So I'm like, okay. And mind you, he's behind the bar serving customers. So he just, let's go outside. I'm thinking to myself, who's going to serve the customers if we go outside? We go outside. We get to chatting, you know. And the rest was history. Like, after that, no. I ain't gonna lie. He waited a month to hit me up. And I had canceled his ass.
Facts.
I had canceled him in my mind because I'm like, who gets your number and then don't hit you up for a month? Who does that? Like, clearly, he is not ready. He ain't ready for me.
Well,
go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Let me fill in up that month part. I met her and, you know, we had a serious conversation outside. I asked all the things that I wanted to. In that short space of window, I asked her all the things that I wanted to ask, you know, like, are you in a relationship? You know, how long has it been since you're in a relationship? What do you want from, you know, a relationship? Are you looking at a relationship? You know, what do you want? And, you know, she hit me with all the things that, you know, I asked about. And she asked me some questions as well. So we had a good little chit chat right there. Mm-hmm. But at the time,
he was too busy thotting.
I had some shit going on and I had some prior situations that I had to deal with. So to be honest with you,
he wasn't ready.
For that 1 month that I didn't call her, you know, I was handling business. I was making sure that when I brought her in my life, everything was straight. Everything was okay. There shouldn't be no problems. There shouldn't be no previous persons calling my phone, asking me no crazy stuff, interrupting what I have, or doing anything crazy. So I had to clean up the whole, I had to clean up what I had going on. And when I said clean up, proper spring cleaning, that means when I brought her in, there was there was no problems. There wasn't anything to give us, any distraction or any disruption of what we got going on. You get where I'm coming from? So I had some work to do, and I went away and I did that work.
Thank you.
And then I called her. When I did call her, it was a gamble. Doing all of that is a gamble. No, you can string a woman along, while you're doing these things and still getting the phone calls and still trying to tell folks, hey, you know what? Hey, this ain't gonna work, whatever the situation is. Or you can have her there while you do all of that, but it would have caused more problems. Probably should have felt like, okay, he's got too much going on, or he's dealing with some things right now that, that I don't want to be a part of, or whatever it is. So
yeah,
I took that time out, and got some things together. And it was a gamble because after that 1 month, I could have called her back and she had something else going on. But I prepared my life for her. That means when I brought her in, it was a clean slate and she would be comfortable. No, I was hoping that she was doing the same thing. Because,
I didn't need to do none of that.
Exactly. And I believed her to a point where I said, okay, if she's on a clean slate and, and she has already done the work, then it's time for me to do the work. No. I couldn't tell her that I was going to do some work. I couldn't tell her that, okay, let me get some stuff together and then I'm going to make it comfortable for you when you come in. Then we're going to do what we do. I couldn't do that. I had to make sure that I prepared my life to bring her in. She said she wanted, a husband. She wanted a relationship that's going to lead to her.
Not just any husband.
She said she wanted a relationship that's, something that's going to lead towards being a wife and having a husband. That's big.
Right.
That's not something that I can make the first approach and talk, getting a relationship with her and then she's seeing certain things happen. So I had to make adjustments. So
absolutely.
After that month, I called her up on the phone and asked her to go meet me, to come meet me. She denied.
Y'all,
at first she said,
story, I was about to reject us.
At first she said,
because I'm like, you waited a month to hit me up? Nah,
first
bro.
She said, nah, whatever it is. And then I hung the phone up. And then about 1 minute after that, she called me back. Okay, let's meet up at the movies. So we met up and we sat down and she asked all the questions that she needed to ask again, like, why didn't you call me for so long? And then I had to tell her the real of what happened. And I had work to do.
And then I had to decide whether I wanted to believe it or not.
You're right. But I was honest with it. And I told her, I said, well, I had some work to do and I had to get some things together. And, I had to make space and make room for you. I had to clean everything up to make sure that when you come in, you would be comfortable and you will see, you will see that moving forward. And she listened, she listened and she sat there and she said, okay,
I took a chance.
Let's see what it is.
And it worked.
And she took that chance and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Because she saw that, okay, it did put some work in. I've never seen no problems after that. I've never seen nobody calling his phone, doing no craziness, no woman popping up out of no woodwork, no this, no, none of that. So sometimes you have to do the work.
Yes, absolutely. And major key right here. Who am I, DJ Khaled? Ladies, when you meet a man for the first time, he is analyzing you to see what type of woman you are. And he's analyzing you to see what category to put you in. Do I put her in, placeholder category? Is she, friend zone, smash and dash? Or, is this somebody that actually is valuable and that I need in my life? Now, after that one conversation we had...
Yes, I do, Alia.
After that one conversation we had, I can always respect that, we had that conversation and this man said, I got to clean up house because I need that one,
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. So, ladies, when you are dealing with a man, especially early stages, if he's not making his life so that it can accommodate you,
Yeah.
Red flag, I would say.
Yeah.
Red flag.
Yeah.
Period. And sometimes I will give y'all a lifeline, men, because sometimes men need a little help. You might have to communicate to him the type of woman you are. If he ain't picking up quick enough, like, oh, he thinking you just like the rest and he gonna just play with you and do you any type of way, you have to let him know, excuse me, sir, this is the type of woman that I am and this is what I require and this is what I want. And from there, if it falls on deaf ears, you already know what it is, girl. Keep it moving. Don't waste your time.
Most definitely.
Your time is valuable.
See, when a good man, when a man finds a good woman, he make adjustments for her. And sometimes he makes sacrifices. Well, you have to make sacrifice because if you got things going on and you pull a good woman in and she see all of those things happening, sometimes, yes, it's a gamble to take her through the work for her to see that, okay, you know, I'm dealing with this situation right now and I'm trying to get rid of it or I'm getting rid of it. But could you just wait a minute? It doesn't, you know, sometimes you got to gamble. Yeah. Sometimes you got to leave it alone. Sometimes you got to leave it alone. Put it to the side. Take time and do your homework. Take time, make all the adjustments that you need to bring her in. Because I made my decision when I decided to clean house and make sure that everything is good. So when I bring this queen in, then, you know, everything will be all right. Because I'm not going to...
You don't want her having to come in and fight.
Nah.
You don't want her having to come in and deal with the drama.
Nah.
Because a woman of value, she ain't got time for that. She don't want to do that. She got other plans.
Most definitely. So for me, I had work to do and I had to gamble like, okay, it's going to take a while. But I gave myself a certain amount of time. I said, by this point, everything should be okay. So when I bring her in, it's all about me and her. No, the work that I'm going to be doing, it's on us, not on a different entity or anything else. It's just us. Me showing her that I really care. Me showing her that, okay, I can be the man that you want me to be. And I hope that you're the woman that, you know, I would want you to be as well. So, you know, and the work is for both of us to do after that. No. Once the work was put in and once we start moving, you know, as a unit, the rest of it was whatever because our goals was aligned. Our dreams was aligned. Our path was aligned to do certain things. So we got together, we, you know, did things together. You know, we got married, went to Jamaica, we got married. You know, we came back, we bought a nice home. You know, Kingston
and then
came.
We made our son.
Kingston came and played. All of those things is what we sat down and said, these are the things that we would want. And it was easy to execute because my goal was hers and her goal was mine, you know. So it kind of helped us, you know, we wasn't pulling different ways because, you know, we were moving as a unit. And it's so much easier when you and your partner is aligned with the same goals. When y'all can sit down at the table and say, okay, baby, this is what we're going to do. Or what you think about this? And you say, okay, that works. What do you think about this? And that works. It's so much easier. And you execute life. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You know, things doesn't take a million years to happen.
It don't. And I don't know what it is.
It takes unity. It takes, you know, synchronization. It takes two people coming together, having the same goal and
like-minded.
Yeah. And just execute with no bullshit. That's all it is.
Yeah, get somebody like-minded, guys, ladies and gentlemen, and you don't have to waste a whole lot of time. People think it got to take decades to meet a person, fall in love, marry them, achieve goals, you know, whatever your goals are, buying a house, starting a business, starting a family, whatever your goals are. People think they got to take years on top of years on top of years. No, just find somebody that's like-minded and
execute.
Yeah.
And sometimes the goal might not be getting married. Sometimes the goal might not be buying a home. Sometimes the goal might not be children. The goal might just be partners, you know, conquering and moving as a unit until y'all get there. And if that's a thing, then y'all do that respectfully.
Absolutely.
Do that respectfully, knowing that each person's feelings is involved and each person deserves and demands respect and each person is loyal. And that's what it is. And then y'all execute. Kingston want to be over here. Let me get him.
Just get my child because he is wilding over there. All right. Cool. All right, we got some things to address. Aaliyah asks, how is it being new parents? Girl, it's different. You know, of course, O is not a brand new parent. O has a son. I have a stepson who will be joining us soon, hopefully, prayerfully. And then you guys will get to meet him. Also,
this is the great Kingston right here, boy.
This is our little boy, Kingston.
Yeah.
And being a new mom is challenging, but it's so rewarding. Somebody told me being a mom is the hardest but most important job you'll ever have. And that just resonated with me because, you know, it is tough. You know, you got somebody that's so dependent on you. Babies take, you know. And they're very demanding. However, it's so rewarding to see, you know, your own creation, number one. It's so rewarding to have a child and give that child love. And being a mother is so important. It's one of the most important relationships, I think, you know, in a lot of people's lives. So, long story short, Aaliyah, it's fun being a new parent.
Being a parent is fun.
And being a parent is team building between you and your partner, you know. Y'all got a tag team.
That's
so
another challenge again that y'all got to come to.
Yeah, so it's nice to have somebody to share that with. Right, baby?
Aaliyah say hello, Kingston.
And then, okay, Diamond said she been single for 2 years. Self-reflection is definitely, hold on, I'm paraphrasing because I can't find the sentence. So I don't want to put words in your mouth, girl. 2 years. What the hell? All right, y'all, bear with me. We up here. I have been single for 2 years. Self-reflection is key. Yes, self-reflection is key.
Yes.
Please, you got to know yourself before you try to get to know somebody else. And it's not to say that we're not forever evolving and growing as people and changing, and we're learning new things about ourselves all the time. But at your core, know who you are, know your values, know what you want. And that way, you'll recognize a partner that's not a match for you at the gate. Save yourself a lot of time.
Yes.
What else we got?
It's okay, too, sometimes if you meet somebody and you probably think that person is fine or whatever it is, and then when y'all have that conversation, that person is not on the same page as you, it's okay to let that go. Don't keep it because of looks and then hurt yourself down the line or whatever the situation is. Mm-hmm. Because some people say physical beauty, but not gold aligned, or y'all ain't on the same page, y'all ain't want the same thing, but feel some type of way to say, nah, this ain't gonna work, or, you know, just to let it go. It's okay sometimes to say, nah, to heck with that. Let that go, or this ain't gonna work, or that person is not for me. It's okay sometimes. Yeah. And guys are like that too. Sometimes you will find a nice little female and she might say, well, she bad, but she ain't, you know, that's not the one for you. Mm-hmm. In that moment, if, you know, you're looking for something different, well, if it's just for sex or whatever it is, then I guess. But if it's somebody that you want to build a future with or do certain things with, from the jump, sometimes men know that, nah, this ain't the one for me or whatever it is. And they keep going, and then in the long run it doesn't work, and then you wasted 2-3 years, you know, when you could have made changes from day one.
Absolutely.
Let's leave the tree.
Okay. Oh, Andrew, if you're still here, just curious, you know, how did you find our channel? We're always excited when we get some male energy, because right now the ladies, you know, we dominating over here. It's all about us. So it's so don't tear up mommy's. No! No! Don't let him destroy my palm tree, baby. I take very good care of my tree.
Babe. Come on, Papa, leave that alone.
You know what? If you let him tear it up, you gotta give me a new one. I worked really hard on my palm tree. I water it once a week and spray it with water.
Mommy said don't mess her tree.
All right. Yoshi says, me and my man have been together. I feel like our computer is way too far away. Yeah, we ain't eating no more.
Pull it in.
Come in close, y'all. Come in close.
Pull it in.
Yoshi said, me and my man have been together almost 4 years now. He wants a baby as soon as we reunite. That's fine, but I live here in Georgia and he's in Jamaica. So what is he thinking? It's love, but it's crazy.
Diamond asked a good question too. We'll get to that one first and then we get to what.
Go ahead.
Asked. Okay, Diamond asked.
No, we talking to Yoshi right now.
Okay, what Yoshi say?
We got you, Diamond, though. We got you, girl. She says, me and my man have been together almost 4 years. He wants a baby. As soon as we reunite, that's fine. But I live here in Georgia. He's in Jamaica. So what is he thinking?
Well, I would say Yoshi, is that what you want as well?
Yeah,
what
you
he
have to
wants
want
is
it.
just half of the situation.
Absolutely.
That's just half
Well,
of
she said that's fine. So it sounds like she's open to the idea.
Okay. Well, if that's what you want to, I'd say go ahead. It is what it is. And when the baby gets here, I hope that, he's there for both of y'all. That's what I'm saying. Before this baby comes, y'all gotta figure out unless you are okay with him not being there all the time, that's your decision. But if it's a thing that you want him to be there, when he asks for this baby, you ask for his presence. You ask for his time, you ask for his commitment. You let him know this baby thing ain't no joke. You're gonna need help with it.
Absolutely.
You're gonna need, 50% of him putting in his time in there as well to make sure that everything is, dealt with. You're gonna need help with the baby. You're gonna need, somebody to be there for both of y'all when he come over there. So if it's a case where, he's gonna be here too, then fine. Go ahead, do what y'all gotta do.
Can I put y'all on to this wine real
That
quick?
is okay.
I don't know if they have this wine where y'all live at, but this is what we've been drinking lately. So anybody out there that like to get their sip on,
okay, you
anybody out there that like to get their sip on, but they don't want to go too hard, like with the vodka or something like that. We found this wine called Marsala, and it got 18%, or maybe I shouldn't be exposing myself, but it got 18% in there. So, if you're trying to be classy, but you don't want nobody to know you really getting like, whoop.
Yeah. Well, Yoshi,
Yes.
you said that you want him to be there, and he's a dancehall artist as well. Okay. So with that being said, it's gonna be tough. If he's a dancehall artist, then he's got shit to do. He's gonna be all over. Let me ask this: is he an established dancehall artist, or his career kind of fairly new?
Okay. And Yoshi, while you respond to O, Turner said, Kingston is so beautiful. I have a 2-year-old son, and the only time I can work is graveyard shift. I salute you too for working during the day. It is not easy.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. It's pretty crazy. But he got his grandma sometimes that will.
Yes. I can't even lie, y'all. I do have a cheat code. My mother takes Kingston once a week, and she keeps him overnight. And it is like my one day and my one night where I can just
Chill out.
live my best life, But I be missing my baby too when he's gone. So, but that's super helpful. And yeah, working. See, what helps me is that I work from home when I work. So it's like, it's still a challenge because I still have to answer emails and answer phone calls and get on meetings. And Kingston might want attention at that time. That's the struggle. But at least I'm home with him. So I won't do too much complaining about that.
Okay, Yoshi, you say yes. He's a busy dancer artist. You that doing it, okay? But doing it is, a big dancer artist. Doing it got a crazy schedule. So if he's in doing a camp in Fort Jenna and moving around, he got a pretty busy ass schedule, boy. They got shit to do, and they always booked and doing their thing all over. With that being said.
Yeah, that's something to think about. Because a kid is like,
you.
woo!
That is up to you.
Yeah. It's about what you can handle and what's your support system like. And are you comfortable with somebody, having a child right now if your person is...
it's going to be gone. Some moms are, some mothers are, some women are okay with that. Some women don't mind that. At least that gives them someone to keep their company, I would say. Or they could take, that on their own as long as, baby is okay, being supported, mom is supported.
Different strokes for different
then
folks.
You might be one of them type of woman that is okay with that, And that's that.
Mommy hand.
But
Yes, Diamond said, what was it like being with someone who had a kid when you didn't?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Honestly, if I'm keeping it 1000% real, me before I met O was a woman who I didn't have any children. I had never dated anybody who had kids before. And what my future relationship looked like in my head, which we got to be careful with that, ladies, but is, boy meets girl, we get married, we have a kid. That's everybody's first kid, But life is not black and white like that. Yeah. And sometimes you have to, what's the word I'm trying to say? Be flexible, because the person that's for you, your person, may be everything you need, except that one thing that you had in your head that you thought was a no-go. They come with that. So now it's up to you to decide, do I proceed and understand that this is what comes with it, and understand that just because somebody has a kid and I don't, it's not the end of the world. Yes, you're now somebody's stepmother, and yes, you're now responsible for somebody else, especially if they're in your household, But guess what? God gives what do they say? The toughest battles to the whatever.
Strongest soldiers.
To the strongest soldiers. So look at it like, God put somebody in your life because y'all needed each other. And you need things from your partner the same way he needs things from you. And what he might need from you is, you just fill that role, baby girl. You're going to have to fill that role. Let's stepmama.
See, it was not too crazy too, because at that point my son was old enough. He wasn't a baby, He was a teenager at that point. So that was a little bit more easier. Also, my other son, he's his mama's only baby. He's still in Jamaica. She ain't gonna let him go just so easily. So that's
understandable.
He's not with us. Also, he's gonna be here this year, but he's his mama only baby too. So she ain't want to give him to daddy like that. But so it was a little bit more easier to deal with, And I took Jay to Jamaica. She met him a couple of times and met his mama, and it was pandemonium. It was beautiful, and that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, sometimes we overcomplicate things in our mind. It's not to say when you decide what you want, you have to deviate from that, but it's up to you. It's your life to live. If you meet your soulmate, what you gonna do? You gonna say, yeah, you my soulmate, but I'm gonna have to pass. No.
And I think it would have been vice versa if she was the one that had a child.
Oh, absolutely.
Then as a man, I wasn't going nowhere. I definitely step in and know that that's just one of them things.
Mm-hmm. So that is that, you guys. Oh my gosh.
Okay, thought he was younger. Nah, he's not younger. He's a teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah, my son, the other one, is a teenager. He's not like little Kingston.
That's a grown man. Yeah. Which we look forward to having him here. Why are you screaming, baby?
Because he want to do the most. That's the thing. He just want to do the most.
All right. Well. Oh, Aaliyah, this wine is sweet. So if you're not a fan of sweet wine, you might not like this. Usually I don't like super sweet wine, but this just do the job. So I just got addicted to it.
Kingston, chill out.
Kingston, he got lipstick on his face.
You want to pull a treat on. Mommy said, no, don't pull the treat on.
All right, y'all. Well, we've been on here for a solid hour and a half. And so, honestly, before this, we had another live.
Beautiful talking to you guys.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
If you have not subscribed to OJ Merch channel, just give it a nice little subscription.
And Shay, to your comment, while that's being a grown man, that's great. I wish more men knew you have to know where you are going before you get a partner. Yeah, it's a two-way street.
Yeah.
Men are equally responsible for getting their soulmate. Women, you don't have to do all the work, because when you come to the table, you bring in so much, and that man is bringing so much. So collaboratively, y'all gotta do the work.
He's gonna pop the
Kingston.
He's gonna pop your plant down, baby.
You know what?
So yeah, man, if you don't subscribe to OJ Merch channel yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you be a part of the OJ Merch community. And sometimes if we're not going live, we might throw one flag up there. You know, we do vlogging to more time and put some nice little things out. You know, as
Yeah.
we tell her from day one, we have some merch coming and them coming soon. And I just one of them thing there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
you don't know it go already. Now, bless up on yourself, be safe.
Yes, guys.
You know,
Thank you for this chat. It was fun.
exactly. Thank you for tuning in. Be safe out there during this coronavirus infested period.
Mm-hmm. Wear your mask, social distance.
Wear your mask.
Don't be touching your eyes and your nose and your mouth, okay?
Kingston,
Without washing your hands.